There's what I'm waiting for. Meeting of the Sherman County Board of Commissioners, come to order, please. Have a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make the motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second that.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's passed. County business.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting of January 13th.
Okay.
I second that.
Been moved and seconded. We approve the minutes of the January 13th meeting. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion is passed.
And then I make a motion, we pay the bills for a total of $1,451,430.54.
A second.
Been moved and seconded. We pay the bills. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed.
There's a second one.
And then I make a motion, we pay the ADP bill for $9,130.30.
A second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed. We have tax roll corrections. Numbers 25, 10, 11, and 12, which are payments under protest on all three. Excuse me, all four. There's 25, 13 is the last one. And then it's also under protest.
I'll make a motion to accept the tax corrections on, let's see, 10 through 13.
Yes.
I'll make a second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion's passed.
Before I make a motion on the developmental services agreement, is that the same price? It hasn't changed any?
Is it 43,000?
I thought it was 30,000.
We give 43,000 to them.
Okay,
And those funds come out of healthcare services. the
Okay.
Sales tax fund.
I'll make a motion, we pass the developmental services agreement for 2025.
A second.
Been moved and seconded that we pass the developmental services agreement. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed. There's, you guys just need signatures of all three commissioners.
Okay. Did you get a look at the fire board minutes, Harvey?
Yeah.
I make a motion, we allow Wilson Henry to take my position on the fire board, starting concurrently.
A second.
Been moved and seconded to allow Mr. Henry to be on the fire board. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed.
Was Rod gonna come in and talk about the road grader today?
He said he would if he needed to.
Okay.
You missed one.
Actually, in his budget, do we have that?
Yes.
Okay. Rod's pretty good at things. I'll make a motion to go ahead and buy the grader from Poly Equipment. Let me get down here to the price. $318,918.51.
I second that motion.
Been moved and seconded, we buy a maintainer from Foley Caterpillar. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed. There was a second page that needed to
Oh.
be signed, right?
Sorry. This ground transportation request from Topside, is that
I
something
think
we,
Brian's coming in.
oh, Brian's gonna come in,
Yeah.
okay.
That's why I'm here too for that one.
Okay. Who typed this one up?
Yeah.
Who typed this contract up? You put in way too many E's and T's on me.
Just seeing if you were paying attention.
You're getting tested,
I'm
Steve.
getting tested.
I'll correct that.
Okay, thank you. So, get a good education, a lot of stuff to
A
learn.
very good meeting for the new commissioner orientation.
Yep.
Met more commissioners, some of the same ones that you and I talked to in Wichita, but it was very good. A lot of snow there though. Streets were still slick.
I don't remember going to one. We went to Salina to a budget hearing meeting one day, but that was it. Mr. James, come on up.
You're in the hot seat.
Oh, yeah?
I enjoyed the one I went to.
Yeah.
It was
Good one.
good. It really was good.
Thank you.
Yeah. We usually got copies of it too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. As long as you guys got copies.
Steve, hand me a copy. I guess I have it on my computer.
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay, so, we were contacted, a week or so ago. Topside Manor, their van was down. And,
Oh, okay.
and they were needing transport of their, patients. I don't know what you guys call
Yeah,
them.
for non-emergent transfers, I guess not necessarily non-emergent, but ones that aren't the normal day-to-day. Just in case somebody is a full lift or something and we can't put
Okay.
them in a personal vehicle or family cannot transport in a situation like that. We just kind of relied on EMS to potentially help us with that situation. And when we were looking at the agreement, it was from 2018. So we just wanted to refresh that and make sure that was working for both entities. So
Cause it's simply, mostly you just transport them to the hospital.
typically, yeah.
Well, this is so the hospital is a completely different deal. So if we go from topside to the hospital, that's treated as a 911
Yeah.
Okay.
call because we have to go from lower level care to higher level care.
Okay.
Now, when they're getting discharged from the hospital, they need transferred back to topside. This is what this contract is
Okay.
for. It's basically an Uber. That's what the previous administration, EMS administration, was calling it. Was an Uber ride. Basically, was that EMS would facilitate that from the hospital back to topside, but needed some type of agreement of what the topside would get charged for that amount. So that's what this was for. Basically, I gave this to Brett, and then it was the hospital agreement, but Brett just kind of changed it so it reflects towards topside, not the hospital, because this is actually mirrored of what we do for the hospital when we take patients from the hospital back to their home or wherever, which we haven't had that quite some time actually since we've made this agreement with the hospital back in, I think it's 2018. So anyways, the wording was just changed to put topside in it, and so forth, so on. So anyways, Eric, yeah.
Just to clarify, these are transports that fall outside of the 911 system, because your question about from topside to the hospital, those are 911 calls that are being responded to. These are direct calls to the ambulance service, not going through the 911 system.
These would be like the hospital or topside is saying, we have a patient now that is ready to come back home.
Yes.
Can you assist?
So they have it. You guys' van is back in service now.
It's back in service.
Right.
We're cautiously optimistic about that.
But figured that if the van would ever break down again or something like that, and then we get back to, at least we have a contract that's in place that we can fall back on. Because right now it was just kind of it was almost a gentleman's agreement that, okay, yeah, we'll do this, but this is what you're going to get charged. And they're like, yeah, okay, that's fine, but we need actually something.
Right,
Yeah.
on file. And
Is this an unended contract?
It is for, I think, 12 months, and then it just kind of renews.
automatic
passively.
renewal unless something changes.
Okay. So it can be changed easily too. Okay.
Well, I'll make a motion to approve this contract between Topside and our transportation.
I second that.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
I
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion is passed.
Cool. Are you authorized to sign, or do you have to
Yes,
give it to somebody else?
I'm authorized to sign. Want me to
Okay.
go ahead and get this one going?
Yeah, then Steve can sign the other one.
Well, I gotta change the name on the bottom.
I'll go change your name real quick, Steve.
Oh, just wait a second. He'll print off a new.
Oh, there is 2 T's, isn't there?
2 T's and an extra E and
In terms of billing, can I get a good address?
It would just be 210 Kansas.
Okay.
And it can be attention Daphne.
Okay, thank you.
Are you guys looking at getting a new van or no?
Well, so when we bought the van during COVID and all those wonderful times, the company that made the lift is an Italian company that's since gone out of business.
Oh.
So we're working with Dan Brenner, but I don't like the electric lifts because there's just too much fault.
Mhm.
So we're looking at potentially just like I don't know the right term, like a fold out kind of thing.
Just manual.
Just easier, yeah, but that's an issue within itself too, because it's 3 feet up and that's a long ramp.
Sure. Right? No
So-
kidding.
But I also don't want to spend.
block and a half away.
Yeah, because I think it's whatever the height is, the length
Yeah.
has to be 3 times that, I
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a 9-foot.
It doesn't
Hold
sound like much, but when I broke my ankle, I was in the wheelchair. That handicap area to come out of the south side of the courthouse, if you let go of your wheelchair, you'll be in the middle of the street.
Oh, yeah, you're going fast.
So, not that it hurt any cars when I.
Right.
So,
Okay. Well, as long as you can get everything assisting, that's all that matters. So,
Yes. Yeah, we'll get there. I just don't want to spend $10,000 every time a O-ring or something busts. I'm over it. I'm over
Yeah, I
it.
bet.
So we'll see.
Okay.
How's everything else going at Topside?
It's going well.
Are you full?
We are full. We were full 98% of 2024. The only time we weren't full was turning over a room, waiting for a new admission. So we did some preliminary 2024 financials yesterday at our board meeting, and it looks good, and we're optimistic for 2025. So,
Good.
yeah.
Good. What's your capacity, 45?
Yes. Just kidding. There you go.
He doesn't write his name on it yet.
My name won't mean anything.
You wanna make a copy of the correct one? You done with those?
Yeah, I don't need them.
We've been spared most of the weather, so we're not having to fight it. He said snow was on the ground when he went to.
Yeah, when I went to Topeka a couple weeks ago, it was still deep
Thank you.
Oh, was it?
piles. You couldn't park wherever you wanted to.
Really?
Mhm.
Well, we need the
Okay.
moisture on these.
Yeah,
Something
we'll
to dig
take
up.
it. Yeah, maybe coming.
Cool.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
The only thing I need now is I just need to request executive session with Chris and Ashley in regards to non-elected personnel.
How long do you need, sir?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Brett also.
And Brett.
No, I don't think Brett needs to be involved in
We love you too.
How long did you say?
10 minutes.
Okay, I'll make a motion to go in executive session to talk about personnel for 10 minutes.
I second it.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We'll return at 8:30. We'll come back to order. Mr. Cook, you are on the hot seat.
I'm on the hot seat.
Now, this one's
I thought
wired
Carolyn
and
was
this
ahead of
one.
me.
Oh, no, I'm the writer.
You're the writer. Oh,
I take the notes.
okay. The bridge on Road 32.
Right.
You guys know anything about it, the situation?
Well, I've been informed of it
Okay.
because we talked to Rod and that they signed an easement with the county
Mm-hmm.
that we're gonna, well, the state and federal funds are gonna pay for the redoing that bridge. And so they signed an easement, you and Mr. Krisha on one side of the road and Holly Yonkey's on the other side of the road. And they have to have the easements to go down in until they can build the bridge. And on the east side of the road is your property.
Yes.
And there's a gas line there. And it's
Private gas line.
private gas line.
Yes.
And so it needs to be moved or Brent doesn't pump gas this year, you know.
Yeah.
That's your gas line.
That's our private gas line.
this
I'm just here. It's actually Darrell Craft Trust and Connie Craft Trust, of which Deb, my wife, and Diane Krejci are the trustees. But I'm the guy that comes here today.
So don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, don't shoot the messenger. So anyhow, okay. The line there, part of it is in the ditch, and part of it's in the pasture. We've moved part of it. There's a hill that comes down. We've moved the gas line off that hill because it was hit in the middle of the road with the maintainer. Side note, going up the hill on the other side, they hit it over there too, so we moved it over there into the pasture. Now then, that line that we moved into the pasture is gonna be within that 20-foot easement. And it goes in and it'll go beyond the 20-foot easement too. So when we put that fence in, we've got a chance of hitting post holes in that gas line. And there are several places that it can hit. It ain't gonna be just one post hole. It'll be several. The engineer was out there with us, and Rod Roeder was with us, and that was the meeting.
Last Thursday.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember the exact date. But anyway, we all saw that, and the engineer said, yeah, it's gonna hit it. So here we are with a problem, that we can't, we don't want the mess, because if it's running our irrigation well, and the other thing is, they don't know when they're gonna do it. We were told that they might do it September. We were told next year they might do it in March, April, May, something like that. We have no idea when they're gonna do it.
And he's just getting ready to start putting bids out for the contract of the bridge.
Yes,
So
yes,
we don't know what those bids are gonna be and when they'll be accepted or anything like that. So you're kinda in limbo, but you wanna be ahead of the game and have that taken care of so that you don't have any worries about.
yes.
Yeah.
We shut that irrigation well off. And, you can't get somebody out there to fix it right away. If you're shut off 10 days,
Oh, yeah.
The wrong time, yeah.
wrong
Yeah.
time, it's gonna cost you a lot.
Yes.
So will a big section of this gas line have to be changed?
Yes,
Pretty
what I'm here today to talk to you about is the portion that the easement has. We want to share half and half. We pay half, you guys pay half of the cost of putting that in. And I have figures here. And now, if we put that in, we're gonna go on and we're gonna put more in to where the gas line is totally inside our
That's what I was
pasture.
gonna say.
There won't be any more going down, well, except over here. It starts at the pasture. The meter is back over here. It goes across some corn here, right there. But we're gonna start at the pasture, because that's where the easement starts. And we'll go over here to this far line that goes up the far hill up there. We've already put that in. So all the line will be inside the pasture. We will run the line to where there's two easements. There's the first easement that's gonna be an extra 20 foot out beyond our fence, where it is now. There's a second easement down in the bottom, which is called a temporary easement. It'll be 100 feet back and 300 feet long. We're gonna take that gas line and we're gonna go beyond that easement even. So we don't let anything hit it. You know, I don't know whether anything would ever hit it, but if they're parking construction stuff there and something like that, why, who knows?
Be on the safe side then.
Be on the safe side, yeah.
And you're,
Got these from AJ Stevens last night. Let me get me one sheet. And this is if we go the whole distance. That's we're planning on doing if we do this. But this would be the portion that would go for us here today, which would be just the easement portion. Okay, if we start with that first invoice, a guy can see the total distance that AJ's talking about going to be 1,700 feet. That would include the easement plus what we're gonna go beyond to keep it out of the ditch. Okay, we go to the second sheet, and then this is the portion that I'm coming to you for. Cause that'd be the 1,050 feet, which is the easement. And the prices are the same as what AJ has quoted me over here. He quoted me those yesterday. And so the total cost of that section would be $3,975. And if we split it half and half, it'd be $1,987.50 to you, $1,987.50 to us. The engineer, when we was out there, he looked over the situation. He didn't really understand how it was till we went out in the pasture and we looked. And we sat up there and we looked at it. And he said to me, I asked him how he thought we should split the cost. And he says, it looks like to me it'd be fair to go 50-50. Rod was there at that meeting, so you can ask him. And so our concern is that we hit post holes. Our concern, we know that we think the gas line is underneath in the ditch by the bridge. They're gonna make that bridge, it's now 24 foot wide. They're gonna make it 50 foot wide. And they're gonna put wings on it. If they do that, they're gonna dig down foundation, they're gonna hit that gas line on both sides.
And this way, you could do it now.
We do it now.
Before you start irrigation, it's done, out of the way of all the construction.
Yes, nobody, you know, if we hit, honestly, fellas, if we mess around and hit it during construction, after construction,
Yeah,
and we shut that well off,
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it's a 205 acre circle.
yeah.
And if we drop 30 bushel, can you drop 30 bushel in 10 days, Steve?
oh, easily.
Yeah,
Easily.
yeah.
We dropped 30 bushel on 205 acres. Well, that's 6,000 bushel. At $4.50, currently price is $4.50. 28, 24, 20, 27,000.
I have no problem with this at all.
Yeah, well, I'll make a motion.
Okay, when I talked to AJ the other day, because I just called him up to just
yeah.
get an idea. I see you have 1.25 inch gas line, is that
Yes.
gonna be big enough?
AJ called the gas company. I talked to him yesterday. He called Chad at the gas company, and he said that He thought that would be big enough.
Okay,
There was 2-inch in it.
well, that's what,
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I personally would like to go back with the 2, but I don't know what, this is what he quoted at 1.25 inches. We're gonna go from the gas meter to the well is gonna be probably 1.25 miles of running. There was 2 inches in it on both hills that we hit.
You wanna double check that before we make a motion?
Double
And
check.
double check.
if
So
you
you
wanna,
don't
if
wanna
you
go
wanna go
bigger?
with the 2-inch line all the way across, we know that you're gonna do 1,700 feet of
2-inch
gas-
line.
of 2-inch line
It's
on.
not gonna change the trench price, it'll change the pipe price. though.
Yes,
But
yes.
I don't know, I'd rather make sure that you're good with it, Brent, before we move forward.
I would too, but this is the price I got
Yeah.
quoted,
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I would say we could make a motion to approve this with the contingency if your, comes in at whatever the 2-inch gas line's gonna cost comparatively, just change that figure
Okay.
and, that work? Okay,
A very reasonable request, I think.
yeah, I
So,
do too. Well, I make a motion that we approve the gas line request from Brent Cook to do a cost share on replacing a gas line on Road 32.
I second that.
been moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
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 Thank you, fellas.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
So, I'll just get with AJ and say, hey, we're
Yeah.
gonna go 2-inch,
Yep.
and when you get the 2-inch, we know that the bill will be a little bit different, but we
Yeah.
can,
I think it'd be better.
I do too, they put 2-inch in,
Especially
and then,
that long of one.
and that long a run.
well, that's the whole thing,
Yeah, yeah, if you're running from here across the street, inch and
That's
quarter
not
is fine.
right. But, if you're running that mile, you start the diameter and the pressure, you need a little more volume to keep that pressure. And that, so.
I have an engineering degree,
Yeah,
mechanical
well,
engineering
I thought you
degree.
did.
I know this, I have an idea about this stuff. I don't know it because I haven't used it for years, but I know the principle behind it.
A bigger hose is gonna get you more stuff.
So, okay,
All righty,
I think that's it.
thank you,
And
sir.
we're cost sharing it half and half. Yeah, okay,
Yep,
thank you, fellas.
You bet.
thank you.
This has really aggravated the girls, because they're gonna put a thing, they're gonna do that, and they're gonna make us move our gas line, they ought to pay for the whole thing. I said, girls, it isn't fair, I don't think it's fair.
Well,
I think it's,
on the other side of the road, Miss Yonke, she didn't wanna sell her ground. She thought she had to sell ground too,
uh-huh,
and she called me up that morning, that's why I knew so much about it.
yeah,
I don't wanna sell this ground. I said, well, you're signing an easement agreement to drive on your
Yeah.
property. You're keeping all the property.
yeah,
So she was,
Just an easement.
yeah, I understand.
Yeah, you knew that.
I know what's happening
yeah,
here.
she was concerned about that, and she said, well,
Well, the other thing too is in the bottom there, they're gonna take some dirt out where the water flows.
okay.
Well, now they're gonna dig that down too. Will we hit it down there?
Yeah, you would have hit it. It would have been hit.
Yeah, we're gonna hit it.
Well, and I thank you for doing it in advance so we don't have problems later.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than having
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Yeah, if we have
If
problems
you
later
wouldn't
on,
have said nothing,
you're mad, I'm mad,
Yeah.
Bob and Dee's, my tenant's mad,
yep,
everybody's mad at this
Yeah.
whole thing.
thank
So,
you.
anyway,
Thank
I'll
you
get
very
out of here.
much.
You guys got
Thank you,
other
sir.
things to do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Albright.
Morning.
Morning.
On my capital plan for this year, one of the items that I'm dealing with is storage for our servers. I have $15,000 listed for it. I am needing to purchase a new storage server and a switch to go along with it. The server is $8,383 and the switch is $3,999. So I'm under the $15,000 that was on the budget. It's just a large purchase. I need approval to make the purchase.
8,000, what was the first one?
$8,383.
383.
Switch is 10. Right, switch was 10,000,
$3,999.
oh, 3,000.
Yes.
3,800 and what? So you need total of how much?
It's going to be about 12.5,
Okay,
12,500.
which there's 15,000 in the budget. So
And you need it.
it needs to be updone.
yesterday.
No, this is a
Come on, it's
upgrade.
It's
Okay.
mhm.
Well, I'll make a motion to allow you to spend the money to get your storage and your switch. A particular company you're going to?
The switch or the servers through the server store, and the switch will be coming through Streakwave.
And I'm sure you researched prices
Yes.
and, okay. I'll second the motion.
Been moved and seconded, we allow purchase of storage and a switch. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, pose same sign, motion's passed.
Thank you.
So, you'll need to help come move the storage container in, cause.
Yeah, I'll help you move it.
Yeah.
I can run a forklift to help you move that storage.
Okay, executive session, sir. How long?
10 minutes for attorney-client privilege.
10 minutes, all right.
Just the commission and myself, and when we come out, we'll likely need an additional 5 minutes with Ashley. And that one.
Okay,
Make a motion to go into executive session for
let's just come back at 9 o'clock.
10 minutes.
Just throw down the.
I second the executive session.
That was
Moved
good.
and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign, motion's passed. Meeting will come back to order, please.
Coming out and going right back in. Five minutes, Marilyn.
So she good? Okay. Call for another executive session for 5 minutes,
For attorney-client privilege, and I need Ashley in on this one.
okay?
A second.
We moved and seconded for 5 minutes with Brett, Ashley, and the commission. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pose same sign, motion passed. Yes, we're gonna come out, make the motion on.
You go make,
You're back on,
Okay.
you can make a motion.
Meeting, come back to order, please. Okay,
I make a motion that we, move the title of the van to, ownership of the van from the county to Topside.
I second that motion.
been moved and seconded, title to Topside Manor for the van. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. That motion's passed. I'd like to have a 15-minute executive session for safety and attorney-client privileges.
Security.
Security. Oh,
I'll
Eric's
second.
wooing me.
Okay.
Okay. So attorney, client, and security for 15 minutes with Brett, Ashley, and Eric and the commissioners.
And I second that motion, Steve.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion is passed. Order, please. Is there anything else that needs to be brought to the commissioner's attention at this time? Yes.
Oh, yeah, shindig. Sherman County Community Development would like to know if you guys would like to continue having the shindig at the Smoky event. Usually it's a cost share event, so when it was rededicated from the state and we had the whole big ribbon cutting and all that, the county paid for the meal, they paid for the band. Another year it's kind of switched and then they've done the band and snow cones last year, so I have been asked to see, check the temperature, see how you guys feel about continuing that event and partnering with SCCD and at what level.
I think it'd be great to continue the event, you know. It was amazing how many people came out for the first one, I know, but, you know, I wasn't there for last year's, but, I think we should look at doing some type of, cost share with them.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
The road and bridge grader. Okay.
And given the new meeting format, now would be the time for any public comment as well.
No public comment at this time, unless you have something, Marilyn. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to put you on the spot.
Oh, well, thank
Marilyn
you.
wants us off her chair.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Or a cushion at least.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be,
Okay. I know where there's a cushion. so.
okay, thank you.
Now, I entertain a motion for adjournment.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn at this time.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded, we adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Meeting